Hello friends, in this video I will discuss about measuring of central tendency of biostatistics and will cover basics of mean, median and mode with examples. Before having definition of biostatistics, first try to understand what is statistics. In the subject statistics, everything is related to the data. As you know that how important is data nowadays. Every IT company or other companies working on data and they are fetching your information and making huge money. Data and information are correlated and are somewhere similar. Data is raw input or raw facts, whereas information is processed data. We can define statistics which deals with the collection, presentation, interpretation and analysis of data as well as drawing of meaningful conclusions from the data. Possibly you have seen various structure related to statistics like bar graph, pie chart, pivot table, etc. And those all are somewhere related to the statistics. We can define biostatistics as the branch of statistics which is responsible for interpreting, analyzing the scientific or biological data which is generated by or originated from the health centers, health science research centers, including public health domains. Here health domains means hospitals and medical colleges. We can define biostatistics in one-line sentence: collecting, interpreting and analyzing data related to the bioscience. Now let's discuss about three main measures of central tendency, and they are mean, median and mode. The mean is also known as arithmetic mean, and the mean can be defined as the sum of all observation divided by the number of observation. Calculating mean for ungrouped data is very simple. It is as simple as that, like you calculate your average marks obtained in particular exam. Here the mean is represented by x bar. So x bar equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 up to xn by n. In simple form, x bar is equal to 1 by n sigma x. Here you can see ungrouped and grouped data. This is a kind of ungrouped data and this is a kind of grouped data. To calculate mean for ungrouped data, you have to apply this formula. Whereas to calculate mean for grouped data like this, you have to apply this formula. Let's see how to calculate mean for the group data. Consider there were 30 students and all were appeared in a class test and they obtained out of 100 marks as and mentioned below. 4 students found marks between 10 to 25 and 3 students between 25 to 40, 7 students between 40 to 55, 6 students between 55 to 70 and another 6 students find between 70 to 85 marks and last 6 students find between 85 to 100 marks. Now we have to find the value of class mark x. So to find the value of class mark x, we have to find the average of marks obtained, means lower class value and higher class value. In first case, lower class value is 10 and higher class value is 25. So 10 plus 25 divided by 2 is equal to 17.5. So next class is 25 to 40. So average of 25 plus 40 divided by 2 is equal to 32.5. Next class is 40 to 55. So average of 40 plus 55 divided by 2 is equal to 47.5. Next class is 55 to 70. Average of this class would be 62.5. Average of next class would be 77.5. And the average of last class would be 92.5. Sum of the f. So 4 plus 3 plus 7 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is equal to 32. And the next step to calculate the fx. So here you have to multiply value f to x. So 17.5 into 4 equal to this much, and so on. So later you have to find the sum of the fx. This value is denoted by sigma fx. The value of sigma fx is 1895. The final step to calculate the mean, you have to apply this formula, and on that case you have the value of sigma fx and as well as sigma f. So you need to divide 1895 by 32. Please calculate your answer and share it in comment box. Next topic is median. In median, we pick the middlemost data or observation. In median, we divide data in exactly two parts, and those data must be either in ascending order or descending order. To calculate median for ungrouped data, if the number of observation is odd, then we apply the formula n plus 1 by 2. So here n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 observations. Means n equal to 7. 7 plus 1 equal to 8. 8 by 2 equal to 4. Means fourth observation will be median. Here fourth observation is 28. When the observation is even, on that case we apply this formula to find the median. N by 2 and n by 2 plus 1th value. The number of observations are 6. So 6 is even number. I mean n equal to 6. Then n by 2 equal to 3. Means first you have to pick the third value, and here third value is 15. And next n by 2 plus 1. N by 2 is equal to 3. 3 plus 1 equal to 4. Afterward you have to pick fourth value, and here fourth value is 16. Later on you have to find the average of third and fourth value, and that is 15.5. Next, how to calculate median for group data. Consider there were 53 students and all were appeared in a class test, and they obtained marks out of 100 have been grouped as below. 5 students found 0 to 10 marks, and 3 students found 10 to 20 marks, and so on. Here the new thing is that to find the cumulative frequency, that is denoted by CF. First frequency is 5 and you have to put 5 here, and then second frequency is 3, then add 5, 3, you have the value 8, then third frequency is 4, so you have add 4 and 8, then you will get 12, and so on. Here we used formula to calculate median for group data is as median equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. Next is to find the median class. For that we have to divide the cumulative frequency by 2. By dividing cumulative frequency by 2 we get 26.5. The median class we pick must be nearest to the n by 2 or greater than n by 2. Here n by 2 we get 26.5. Therefore the nearest median class would be 60 to 70. Now we have the lower limit of the median class, L equal to 60 and n by 2 equal to 26.5. CF cumulative frequency of the preceding the median class is equal to 22, and the frequency of the median class is equal to 7 and H equal to 10. On putting these value in the above formula, we get this equation. On calculation of this equation, we get 66.42, and that is the answer. We found the median value 66.42. Moving to the next topic, that is mode. The mode is the most frequently occurring observation. In other words, we can say the mode is the value of the observation which occurs most frequently. In this example, if we ordered these numbers, we get like this. If we check, we find 17 occurs one time, 18 1, 21, 22 one time, 23 one time, and 24 5 times, 25 1 time, 28 3 times. Clearly mode equal to 24, which occurs 5 times. Formula to calculate mode for the grouped data. Here formula you can see on the screen. Mode equal to L plus within bracket F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 bracket closed into H, where L equal to lower limit of modal class or mode class and H is the size of class interval. F0 is frequency of the class preceding the modal class. F1 is the frequency of the modal class and F2 is the frequency of the class succeeding to the modal class. Now let's have an example how to calculate mode for the group data. Consider at a vaccination center, number of people got vaccine any particular day grouped by their age. Then data looks like age group 18 to 28, number of people 12, and 28 to 38, number of people got vaccine 15, and age group 38 to 48, number of people got vaccine 20, 48 to 58, number of people got vaccinated 8, 58 to 68, number of people got vaccinated 10, and so on. So we know that the frequency of which class is most is known as modal class. Here modal class equal to 38 to 48. The corresponding frequency of this class is 20, that is the highest. Lower limit of the modal class is 38, F0 equal to 15, that is the frequency of previous modal class, and F1 equal to 20, frequency of the modal class, and F2 equal to 8, that is the frequency of succeeding class. I am leaving the calculation part for you. Please calculate and show your answer in comment box. Other important thing you must remember is the relationship among these three measures of central tendency. And the relationship between these three measures can be written as 3 median equal to mode plus 2 mean, or mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. Thank you so much guys for your continuous support.